The one thing that this man can do is lay pipe. I ain't never been married. My eyes were welling and I was thinking, people are seeing your eyes, please. So hey besties, welcome back. Hope you guys got your drink. I'm drinking water. My October into November was very chaotic, as you guys know, which is why there's not a wrap-up video, but we're gonna combine them. We're gonna have a little combination. We're gonna be talking about October reads and November reads. I didn't actually read that much in October. A lot of what I actually read was audiobooks. I read about a total of 10 books, 2 of them being a reread, which you guys probably already know which one those are. I don't have any stats, but in fact, do you guys want me to start doing like my stats? Because if so, then I'll put it on the screen. Let me reel through these and tell you guys my thoughts and feelings of them. I decided to split them up by like the vibes they gave me as opposed to, you know, the reading order. We're gonna start with like the cozy reads, but like forgettable reads as well. Like I don't think about these ever. I can't even fully remember the plot to half of these stories, but I'm gonna try and explain them a little bit and recommend like if I think you should read them or when you should read them. So the first one I actually read was The Bride Test, and when I tell you I forgot what this book is about, I literally had to check a synopsis to remember what it was about. This book is the second book in the Love Hypothesis, not the Love Hypothesis, sorry, the Love Equation. Is it Love Equation? What the hell is that one called? Kissing Quadrant. That's what it's called. This is the second book in the Kissing Quadrant. Now, I've already told you guys that I ate that book down. I love that one. That one was top tier. Now, this one, on the other hand, let it down completely. This was a 3-star for me. And the reason why I'd say it was a 3-star is because I don't feel like the characters had real chemistry between them two. The only reason why the story was being pushed and was going was because the other family members were trying so hard. This book follows a girl who is very down on her luck. She's broke, she's a single mom, and she meets this woman in a shop and she's like, I think you'd be a great partner for my son and I will pay you to come see him. Her son, from my knowledge, he's autistic. The only thing is, I don't think these books actually say, oh, hey, I'm autistic. And I really like that about the book. They very much show me over than tell me. Like you can just see from the way they act and the way they go on that okay, they are on the spectrum, and I love that for these books. But this one just didn't do it for me, and that's all I have to say. So that's a 3-star. We're gonna actually try reel through these quite quickly. I don't want to yap too much. After that, we went into the Dream Harbor series, and I started the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Again, as I said, another forgettable read. I don't really remember the storyline of this. I believe she leaves a big city job, comes back to this small little town in Dream Harbor, and decides to run her aunt's Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And then weird things start happening. Sorry guys, something that my eyes, this eyelash is annoying me. But weird things keep happening in the cafe. So then she decides to get the local farmer, I believe he's a farmer, to help her like suss it out. She's like, oh, I think people hate me, or maybe it's a ghost. And he's like, I think you're fine, but I'll help you figure out what it is. Very insta-lovey, very unserious. I feel like this probably should have been a 2.5-star now I'm thinking about it. Like I don't remember what it was that I enjoyed about this book, other than the fact it gave me autumn vibes, and that's when I read it. I wanted to read it in that season. I don't know. I really think this might be a 2.5-star. I might have to drop this one down. So then after that, I read The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I have to tell you, in my opinion, this one was way better. The only issue I had with this is it doesn't give me fall vibes, even though the cover screams fall. It was more of a summer romance. They were literally at the beach at one point. I do have a reading vlog where I read this book. It's my library reading vlog, so I don't want to repeat myself, but if you want more thoughts on it, then it's in that video. I did rate this one 3.5-star, but now that I've dropped Pumpkin Spice, I think I could drop this to a 3-star. But I did really enjoy this. I think the spice was very good in this book as well, which if I'm picking up a spicy read, then I'm gonna rate the spice too. I want the spice to be good. This one follows a girl again. I never remember none of the characters' names. Like they're just gone. I don't remember them.
I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
I forget their names immediately. It follows a girly pop. She's turning 30 soon. She feels like she hasn't lived enough life. All her books in the bookshop start getting messed around with, and it turns to this little scavenger hunt, and she decides to get the local farmer who's had a crush on her for a while now to help her out. I don't even remember how this book ends. I just remember a little bit of the scavenger hunt. Honestly, these again, very forgettable books, but just cozy vibes, but definitely not a full vibe in my opinion. This book should have been before Pumpkin Spice. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I have another one which is not, to be honest, I don't feel like it deserves to be in the forgettable category, because like what happened in it was not forgettable. But where is the book? This is really annoying trying to use the Kindle to show the books, you know. Oh my gosh, the thing just moves so slow. I didn't click that. I didn't click this. I picked up my first ever Natasha Bishop read, Where We Found Our Home. I didn't go into this book knowing anything. I just seen Natasha Bishop and heard her name around enough to just trust the book and went into it. I really enjoyed it. It was such an easy read. It was very quick paced. I loved how close of a family they had like very good chemistry with each other, in my opinion. A little, well, not a little bit, it was very insta-lovey, but I kind of liked how it went. I enjoyed the two characters. I loved the family dynamic between everyone. I didn't actually expect it to go the way it went. Like I didn't expect the dynamic that was in there to to be in there. Like, I literally had no idea what was going to be in it. I just thought it was going to be like a really cushy, easy love story. And it was a little bit of that. I'm like, do I say these things or do I just let you guys be surprised? I did really enjoy this book, but it was a 3-star. It didn't hit everything that I love in a book. So it was definitely, yeah, 3-star for me. Those were all the little cozy, easy reads. Honestly, I don't even know if I can actually say this was a cozy read, because it was, there was aspects of it that was kind of like, oh, what the hell are you on doing? At the same time, it was like, it was easy to manage, I think, for me, but you check your trigger warnings just in case. But that was the cozy reads. Now let's move on to the reads that like took my heart out and grinded it and threw it away. So the first one was Crying in H Mart. Oh my goodness, guys, this book. Oh, child, it was heartbreaking. Let me tell you that much. It was so beautiful. Like, the connection between her and her mom. Oh my goodness, yeah. Everything about this book just was beautifully painful to read. I was listening to this book while I was doing my food shopping, and let me tell you, I almost broke down crying. I was almost crying in H Mart, or should I say S Mart, the supermarket for me. My eyes were welling, and I was thinking, people are seeing your eyes, Felicia. When I hold back my tears, my eyes go red. So I'm like, girl, you're just walking around with red, wet eyes, and everyone knows there's something wrong with you. It was so heartbreaking to read. This is a memoir that follows a woman who lost her mom to cancer, rekindles her love for cooking, because that was her mom's way of showing her love. Like, Jesus, this was raw. I don't even know how to explain my feelings for this book. Just let me tell you, you want your heart to break, but for it to be worth it, then I think this book is it. Even though it had my heart breaking and my eyes watering, like, there were so many lessons in this book that I took away. This was a 4-star read for me. Definitely recommend reading this if you haven't already. The storytelling in this book, it never got boring at any point. It wasn't like just a sad book to read to be sad. It was so interesting, so entertaining. I was very attached to this story, and I feel like I had so much more to say, but I'm never leaving my wrap up this late because I can't remember all the feelings I had anymore, because I've read so many books since. Beautiful book. And then the next heartbreaking read that I read was Beautiful Broken Love. This book, when I tell you, I felt like I was crying for a husband that passed away, and I ain't never been married. Make it make sense. Like, why am I so connected? The way Sharon Williams writes the way she writes things, you can really feel the emotions. I listened to the audiobook while I was reading this at the same time. When you listen to it and she's like telling you how she's feeling in the moment when things are happening, I feel like it was me it was happening to. Like, other than that, if I'm really honest, I hated the guy in this book. I hated him so bad. I didn't like him. I feel like he was a grump. I feel like he was judgmental. I hate men who sleep with women that they don't like and then they treat that woman bad. Like, why are you sleeping with her then? Like, if you hate her so much to the point where you can't treat her respectfully, why are you sleeping with her? You're annoyed at her. You think she's like a gold digger, but then you're still, honestly, like, and they want to act like the victim, like, oh, she's not the type of woman that she's this type of woman. You are sleeping with her, bro. Like, if you're gonna get in between her thighs, treat her with some respect in it. But obviously, again, I suppose you could flip it on the head and be like, girl, why are you sleeping with a man that don't like you? I hate men like that. I have to give him props because he does say like he wasn't the best guy with women and like, fine. But I hate men like this. He judged a lot of people around him, which was fair. The people around him weren't great. But I'm thinking, you're not great either. You're trying to make it sound like you're better and you're different, but like, you are them. Let's be real. You want to be away from that woman and you think she's a horrendous person, then please stop sleeping with her then. I get the biggest ick ever. If I meet my future husband and I find out that he was like a disgusting man to all the women he was sleeping with, and his excuse was they are not good women, I curl up so much in my stomach. Like, everything in me feels disgusting. I can't stand that stuff. That's just my opinion, man. But that being said, the one thing that this man can do is lay pipe. Sorry, this spice in this book, hey, yo, this is how spice should be written. Let me tell you that much. I was like, yo, chill. Like, yeah, favorite written spice, period. If my like future husband needs notes, I'm just gonna be like, is that TMI? I'm so sorry. Anyway, enjoyed that one. I'm so hungry. The next read was Honey and Spice and Everything Nice. Now I bought this book. I found it secondhand. It's a bit mashed up though, so I don't know how I feel. All the pages and everything in this book, it's so fresh, it's so clean. The only issue is this big fat chop. There's this little chip right here. Other than that, this book is in really good condition. I don't know for sure I'm going to keep it or whether I'm just going to buy a new book. That's the most important part. When this is on your shelf, it's the spine that gets seen and it's all mashed up and it kind of bugs me a little bit, and I'm not the one that did it, so it annoys me more. Again, I have a reading vlog on this book, so I won't yap your ear off again. All I'll say, the lyrical writing in this book was so amazing. The way she words things, the whole back and forth in this book, yeah, 8. Love this book so much. I think this was another 4-star for me as well. I think all of these books in this round was for 4-star read. Definitely recommend you read Honey and Spice if you haven't already. I can't wait to read Sweet Heat. I think I'm going to pick it up in summer. My energy is dropping because I need food now. I'm getting so hungry. Those books gave me the feels. So now let's move on to the first flop of this 2 months. I was going to say this month. That was a book that actually is really popular. When I seen this available at my library, I was like, oh my god, let me get there. Let me get that right now. The Maid by Nita. This book disappointed me. Firstly, I was terrified that this book was going to be too similar to The Housemaid. I don't know. I just thought The Maid, The Housemaid, it's going to be like the same vibe. I was happy to say it was not. It has a completely different feel to it. When I noticed that, I was so excited. The character different. She actually wants to be a maid. She has a lot of pride in being a maid. Like, we also do get a little bit of representation in here. The only thing about this book was it was so underwhelming. It was horrendous. Like, I don't know what I was stepping in for. Again, it was another one I didn't read anything beforehand. I did not enjoy the plot twist. I don't even think it was a real twist. I feel like it was just like, it felt like I was watching Scooby-Doo. Yeah, that's what it was. It felt like at the end of it, they pulled off someone's mask and said, oh, it was you all along. And like, it was just so bad in my opinion. That was my feeling on this book. I know, I believe it's really loved. Actually, how much is this? What is this rated? It's at like a 3.75. It was a 2.5 star for me. It did what it needed to do. I needed some entertainment while I was getting stuff done around the house, and honestly, I was going to DNF it. The only reason I finished it is because I hate DNFing things. I know how things wrap up. I don't want that lingering thought in my head. I'm getting used to DNFing books. We're working on it. But let me not just keep pooping on this book. Let me advise. Let me just say, if you like slow mysteries, if you like quirky characters, and in my opinion, low stakes, then you'd enjoy this book. It's a very easy read. I feel like you might enjoy this book if you like those things. But yeah, it definitely gave me Scooby-Doo vibes, so I did enjoy it. So we're gonna end this with my 5-star read, and that was Powerless and Powerful. Now, obviously, these are rereads. I'm not gonna tell you too much about it because I do have a video coming eventually. It's taking its sweet ass time, but it's coming soon. They still hold their same rating. In fact, I even feel like I want to bump this up to 5-star because it really had me again. I'm wondering if these might even get bumped into God tier. And now a lot of people will have a lot to say about that. But I realized one of the reasons why this eyelash is really bugging me. But I realized one of the reasons why these might actually be like my God tier books is because every book that these books resemble, I haven't read. I haven't read Hunger Games. I haven't read, is it Red Queen? I haven't read any of those other books. I started reading last year, and last year these books were being hyped, and that's the book I picked up and ate them all up. So maybe when I get more into my reading journey, I might be like, maybe I did too much, but I don't feel like it. I've literally read this twice. I believe this is going to be, as soon as I read Fearless, these may just have to get upgraded into God tier level for me. That is all, guys. It's everything I read. Hopefully you guys found something that you might want to read out of that. And see you in the next one, guys. Comment down below some of the videos you'd like to see, because I'm kind of like, I have a bunch of ideas of like what I want to film, but I'm very much like, what is it that you guys want or need from me? I want to make things that are useful to you guys. I don't want to just be yapping unless that's useful to you, unless you're enjoying me yapping away. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe. You know, when you press subscribe, you get that clear skin, you get that luscious hair, everything that you desire. Your bank account goes up. Honestly, why wouldn't you subscribe at this point? You know what I'm saying? Get with it. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you all. Bye.